And good morning. I got a few homegrown pods left to taste test, and I thought I'd do a special one. This is off my Hungarian wax pepper plant. It also produced this really tiny pod that was almost spherical shaped, which I ate a while ago. That started dying, so I wanted to eat it. But it also produced this one, which is a normal looking one. It's got a little blush spot on it. I've tried to ripen it in a bag with a banana for the last several days, but as you can see, shape-wise, they're nothing alike. So this is the one I'm doing, some sort of cross. I had 29 pepper plants of, I think, 10 different varieties, and it's all open pollinated, so there's bound to be some bees floating around with pollen from another one sticking onto the flowers of some of the others. And I had some super chilies that I tested a couple months ago that looked almost like a kumari, some sort of wild type pepper. But we're going to be trying this one out. I'm going to be taking out the seeds from this because I'd like to see if I can stabilize this one eventually. But as you can see, it's not fully ripe, so I'm not sure if I'll get viable seeds out of it. Yeah. I'm going to pop the crown ski off of this one. Okay, let's see what we got. One seed. Score. Well, it may be viable. We'll definitely set it aside and see. Okay. Okay, so here's my Hungarian wax pepper. Almost a teardrop shape if you hold it upside down. So let's see what we got. Still bitter. Faint sweetness, but I feel the heat coming in. Not too much, but it's there. Definitely tastes like a Hungarian wax pepper. But as far as the shape goes, I've never seen one that looked like this before. Yeah, there's not really any tartness to it. It's just kind of bitter and then a little sweet. Faint apple-like flavor floating around in the background. It was really good. Faint tingle of warmth in my throat when I just swallowed that bite. That's maybe the strongest burn is in my throat there. Just a faint little ember radiating out from there. Tiny bit of a prickly on the roof of my mouth and on my tongue, but again, it's really faint. Faint part of the green flavor lingering, but that apple-like essence that I got towards the end of that second half of it, that's dissipated. That was really good. Hopefully if this seed is viable, I can add that to my grow list. I might substitute or take away some from my grow list because I'm possibly going to be quite overwhelmed with over 100 plants. I already have 29 plants that I'm planning to overwinter, and that's 10 different varieties. And my current list for next year, in addition to those, is another 63 varieties. So we'll see. Some of those I'll probably just only do one plant, and then some of them I'll have 2 plants. So it'll add up to just over 100 plants overall. and we'll see how that goes with the production for next year, and we can build from that. Well, heat is fairly dissipated at this point. Faint prickle that I'm noticing on my lips too. It's just a good overall low intensity warmth, and not a burn or a stinging at all, and not an all encapsulating blowtorch sensation that you get from the habaneros. I ate a Caribbean red that I had grown in my garden. It was about a centimeter maybe. A tiny little round orangish red one. I got, I think, 5 seeds out of it, but it was hot. I mean, it really puts it in perspective. Even growing it up here in a cold Michigan environment, that it was able to muster that much heat, even at that small size. So I look forward to growing those again next year, overwintering my 6 plants of those, and seeing what I can get from them next year. Okay, well, Hungarian hot wax cross of some sort. Good bitter and sweet flavor. Fairly balanced as far as that goes. Good salad pepper, if you ask me, or pickled on a sandwich. Apple-like essence somewhere in the flavor towards the end there. Yeah. See you later.